Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Magic Johnson, and others send support to JuJu Watkins following ACL injury. Several basketball stars, including Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Magic Johnson, have shared messages of support for JuJu Watkins, the University of Southern California's superstar sophomore who suffered a torn ACL during the second round of March Madness. In addition to the names above, other notable figures in the sports industry, like Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, also shared heartfelt messages about JuJu Watkins, one of the biggest names in women's basketball, and her season-ending injury. JuJu Watkins was carried off the floor after suffering ACL injury. On Monday, March 24, 2025, during USC's game against Mississippi State in Round 2 of the NCAA tournament, Watkins had to be carried off the court after suffering a knee injury in the first quarter. The star player, who was averaging 23.9 ppg, will miss the remainder of the women's tournament after her right knee buckled during a fast break situation. The 6'2" guard collapsed to the floor, grabbed her knee, and remained there before being helped by coaches to the locker room. According to ESPN, Watkins, 19, will undergo season-ending surgery before beginning rehab. Despite her injury, the Trojans had a dominating victory over the Bulldogs, finishing with a winning score of 96-59. Reese, Clark, and Flau'jae Johnson react to JuJu Watkins tearing her ACL. Although Watkins won't be joining the WNBA for a couple more years, a few of the league's biggest stars, like Clark and Reese, shared messages of support for the young athlete online after learning of her injury. Clark, who was crowned the WNBA's Rookie of the Year during the 2024 season, posted a message on X, formerly Twitter, letting the USC student know she was sending her prayers before declaring she'd return stronger than ever. Reese, who led the league in rebounds and set a record for most consecutive double-doubles during her rookie campaign with the Chicago Sky, agreed with that sentiment, writing, "Prayers for JuJu." Flau'jae Johnson, another current college star who's taking over the headlines due to her skill on the court with the LSU Tigers and impressive flow behind the microphone, also offered her well wishes and said she hates to see something like this occur. Johnson was devastated to hear about JuJu Watkins, but wished her well. Devastated to hear the news that JuJu Watkins tore her ACL last night. "I'm praying for a speedy recovery, but I know JuJu is a competitor and will be back stronger and better." Folded hands, medium dark skin tone. Irvin Magic Johnson, at Magic Johnson, March 25, 2025. Other basketball stars, like former Los Angeles Lakers point guard Magic Johnson, also learned of the news about Watkins and admitted he was devastated to hear she suffered such an injury. "I'm praying for a speedy recovery, but I know JuJu is a competitor and will be back stronger and better," he finished on X. Several other former NBA players, like Chet Holmgren, Michael Beasley, and George Hill, posted similar messages, which included a variation of praying hands emojis, per Sports Illustrated. Sports analysts found Watkins' injury heartbreaking during an episode of First Take. Smith, who's known for sharing controversial views about athletes on air, revealed he was heartbroken for Watkins after her injury cut her promising season short. "She's a phenomenal player," Smith said before adding he sees a bright future ahead of the young baller. "Hopefully, she'll make a full recovery and she's healthy," he continued. "But it's a devastating loss for college basketball because she's a showstopper. She's box office." Sharpe, known for his 3 Super Bowl wins and popular podcast Club Shay Shay, agreed with Smith and wished Watkins the best with her recovery. The Nightcap streamer also referenced his first meeting the athlete during an event in Cannes, France, and praised her for being very respectable. He finished by sending the basketball player more positive thoughts and saying he expected her to come back stronger than ever. Watkins' coach said she was rattled by seeing her in pain. USC coach Lindsey Gottlieb spoke about Watkins and her gruesome injury during the game and admitted she was rattled seeing Watkins on the floor crying. "This is a human game, and so I obviously tried my best to be what I need to be for the team, but internally, it's a lot," she said, per ESPN. Before knowing her star athlete would be out for the remainder of the season, Gottlieb shared her hope for Watkins when reflecting on her stellar year as a Trojan. "I hope she can at some point see just the significance that she is here that goes so far beyond just her talent and abilities," she said. I mean, that's really what is generational about it, the way she's galvanized everyone.